Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we are taking a look at some brand new Transformers Studio Series figures. And I have to credit Ryan Sheehay, I believe I'm saying his name correctly on Twitter. He was at the Fan Expo Canada where they premiered these figures. And let's go ahead and take a look at them, starting off with the World War II style Bumblebee. Now, I will say this, I'm not a fan of Studio Series doing some Last Night toys because we just had a toy line that was focused on doing the Last Night characters. I would much prefer Studio Series doing some more Dark of the Moon characters, maybe toys that we never got from the previous 4 films. However, I will say that I'll make an exception for this because it does look pretty good. And I will say that this Bumblebee is going to follow up from a whole Bumblebee movie toy line, so some people might get sick and tired of Bumblebee in general, but I think because it's a military style, it's an old military style alt mode, it's in green, I think a lot of people can make the exception. Taking a look at the alt mode, I love the truck or whatever vehicle. It's got these nice rivets. It's mainly one color. It doesn't have black for the windows, it doesn't have anything on the grill, but it makes sense, and it looks good. I like how the hammer can form this turret section, and you can use the other blaster on top. I think it looks great, and I just overall like it. The robot mode looks weird to me, because you've got Bumblebee's head right there, but his body just looks like Hound or some other character. And that's what I kind of like about it. It's got a very bulky shape that's interesting, it's different. I love the weapons. You can use the hammer with the previous Last Night Bumblebee. It's also got the cannon. Love that. Just overall, I like the detailing, I like the look, I like the style, and I think it's good. I will also point out that it seems like we might get another repaint of the Camaro Bumblebee. I'm not sure if the rust was seen in the first movie style Studio Series Bumblebee, but you can see at the booth there is another Bumblebee down there, so I don't know if that means anything to you. But moving on from that, we also have Sideswipe. Now, Sideswipe, I was really excited to see, and I was really hoping they'd do this. I don't know why, I just felt like we need a new version of Sideswipe. Because some of the other toys haven't really gotten it down right. I just had problems with pretty much any of the other Sideswipe toys. This one, however, I really do like the style. I believe it's based on Dark of the Moon because 1, the backdrop looks like the scene from Dark of the Moon, and 2, his alt mode is a convertible Stingray, which was not in Revenge of the Fallen. And the alt mode looks pretty good. I'm hoping it's in that silver color and they don't try to release it in a more dull gray like the Dark of the Moon Sideswipe did. I imagine it's not going to be like that, but if it's anything close to this, I'm going to be happy. But the alt mode looks very good. I like the style. The robot mode looks fantastic. It looks the most like Sideswipe's ever been, if that makes any sense. Just with some of the other toys, something was off with me. For this, it just looks like Sideswipe. I love the blades. Even though that seems to be just the bottom of the cars, the car, I should say. I don't know why I said car plural, but it looks good. I like how the chest kind of moves with it. Some people might get annoyed by that, but I kind of like it because it could give them a little more life. I like the detailing on the head. The only thing that I don't necessarily like is the backpack. You can see the hood of the car right there, which is something that was carried over from the Dark of the Moon one. I will also say that the legs look very similar compared to that Dark of the Moon toy, or maybe even the sidearm Sideswipe. I'm hoping he stands fine, but you can still use the wheels and, you know, roll them around. That'd be cool. I do like the fact that they give him guns too. That is awesome. And you could totally recreate the scene of the Mexican standoff, because we got the Studio Series Ironhide, we've got the crowbar, we're gonna get a crankcase. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But overall, Sideswipe I think is my favorite out of this reveal. Moving on from that, we've also got Barricade, which Barricade just looks off to me. The alt mode looks fantastic. I love that, and it's got the Punish and Enslave. It's got the police logo and everything. It looks great. It's in that beautiful black color. Very nice. I have no complaints with that. The robot mode, however, I'm not that into. I still think maybe the Dark of the Moon version of Barricade is fine enough. But I still might get this. I kind of like how the torso looks, but his head just looks a little too big for me. You can see some detailing with the white around the face, which is good, but it doesn't look like it really carries over to the rest of the figure, so it just feels out of place. Also, I feel like his arms are a little too clean. I don't know if they're mistransformed. And his claw hand things, they just don't look that good, because you've got most of the toy that doesn't have that dull gray, and then the hands are just purely that dull gray. Also, the weapon in pure black just looks off to me. I also don't like what it looks like, how it connects to the figure, because it's got this little peg that sticks out. I don't know if you just plug that into the hand. I'm hoping that the hand transforms in a way to where you can attach that little claw weapon spinny thing, whatever it is. If it's just, oh, you attach it to the hand like a normal plug-in weapon, I don't know how I'd feel about that. It doesn't look bad, it's just, I'm not sure if I need it, and I'm not sure it's that great. Maybe it's mistransformed, maybe it'll look better in some other photos, but there's just something off about this Barricade. And last but not least is Crankcase, who is my least favorite out of the line so far. I do like the gold spike weapons. I think that's pretty cool. But the overall look of him... Okay, starting off with the alt mode, it's basically the same suburban truck, so there's not really much more to talk about. His robot mode is basically just crowbar, which doesn't make any sense to me. We have a figure they could have used. We have the Berserker toy. That is basically just... The Berserker model from the last night is just a repainted version of Crankcase. So why not use the Berserker mold to just make Crankcase? Instead they use crowbar. It doesn't make sense to me why they do it. And the gold feels out of place. I like the color of the body a little bit more, but the gold dreads aren't really working for me. The hands in gold isn't working for me. I mean, if you want another dread and you can call them, I don't know, Goldfinger? Or something like that, I guess it could work out, but I don't know what the hell they were thinking with this. I might get it anyways because I like the dreads, but I have Crankcase. I have Berserker. This is not Crankcase, okay? This is inexcusable. But at least you can now finally have that Mexican standoff with your Studio Series figure, so that's good. And hopefully they follow up with Hatchet. I would love to see that. But until then, this Crankcase, I don't know. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. Anyways, that is my opinion. So some ups, some downs, some kind of disappointments. I will say, though, that there is another Studio Series figure that was announced. A while back, we heard about these toys, but we also heard that we're getting a Constructicon Scrapmetal. So I can't wait to see that. But overall, what is your opinion about the toys? Please comment below, let me know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads, and I will see you guys next time.